Hey, what is good, what is good, what is good, beautiful people? Of course, you know who I is, the good doc, Dr. Mike, back again, once again, with another classic, just video that I felt worthy to make at this particular moment in time. But again, if this is your first time to a Dr. Mike TV video, make sure you subscribe, make sure you're notified, definitely make sure you check out everything listed in the link in the description area below. Dr. Mike is officially back here in Manila, having a good time, wanting to make this video because I felt like, again, it was necessary for the moment, and it all fits and ties into everything that I've been preaching since day one. It is fucking awesome being black and in the Philippines. I can't lie. It is awesome to be a black guy in the Philippines. A lot of people feel like you're gonna come to the Philippines, you're gonna deal with racist issues, you're gonna deal with people talking about you, you're gonna deal with this, girls aren't gonna wanna be with you, this, that, and the other. A lot of guys feel like, man, I'm not going to the Philippines, these women aren't gonna like me, they only like Caucasian males, and that's it. We've talked about this before, we'll talk about it again. This is a topic that is gonna be ongoing, but there is something that I can talk about from personal experience that I believe makes being black in the Philippines awesome. That one thing is how special and unique we are when we travel to the Philippines. Not too many of us travel. Talked about it all the time, but you just don't know how unique you are in the Philippines until you actually show up and see how little of you actually exists. Now, I am a brother who encourages all of my fellow brethren to travel. You know, regardless of race, but more so specifically my own guys. I encourage you guys to travel. I want you guys to travel. If you can make it happen for you. Get your passport, get the hell out of the United States, go see the world, if you can do it. But I can't lie and I can't front that the uniqueness and how limited the number of us traveling to the Philippines is, how cool it is. I'm gonna be honest with you, let's not take this the wrong way, but fuck, Filipinos see white people all the time, okay? Let's be real, let's be real. You see a white person all the time in the Philippines. It's nothing new. Sometimes you come across a couple of brothers from Africa. You'll see them from time to time as well. They do midwifery programs, the young ladies do. You know, sometimes they do some of the medical programs here in the Philippines as well. And you'll see a community of Africans as well. You will see that. But very rare do you come across African American brothers traveling to the Philippines. So we are of a unique brand. We are so damn unique that when they see us, sometimes they're fucking shocked. They're like, where are you from? Of course, they'll probably think you're from Africa till you explain to them that you are from the United States of America. Some people may believe it, some people may not. Made a video about that. But yeah, sometimes it's just when they see you, they do believe that because you are black that you are from Africa. But it's very rare to see African Americans in the Philippines. Now, I'm not saying that we don't travel here. I'm not saying that African Americans in general do not travel at all. In comparison to other races and ethnic backgrounds, we travel probably the least. All I'm gonna say, hard to deny that, hard to disagree with that. But being black and in the Philippines is fucking awesome, guys. There's just no other way to put it. Because when you go places and people see you, they're shocked. Sometimes they're surprised, you know, depending on the area you go into. In Manila, it may not be so much of a shocker, but it is still rare to see African Americans coming to the Philippines. When you go to the clubs, when you go hang out places, people notice you. Could be a good and a bad thing, depending on how you like to get down. It could be a good or a bad thing, but very, very rare do you see a lot of us coming to the country. And what I do like to believe to be adamantly just the most beautiful thing in the world, and I don't know why this means so much to me, it just does. But when we do come here, when we do come to the Philippines, or well, I can't really speak for other places, but when we come to the Philippines, we don't really get in trouble a lot. Like, when I surf the news and shit, you know, foreigners getting arrested for drugs, foreigners getting arrested for, you know, buy bus operations, foreigners getting busted for dealing with underage minors, foreigners getting arrested for shit like that. That's not us. I ain't talking shit, but I'm being real. That shit ain't us. I'm not saying that we don't do it because, hell, I don't know. But when we come across the news, man, I don't see us getting in trouble. And that's a far cry from the United States of America, where every time you turn on the television, it's always somebody like us getting in trouble. So when you immerse yourself in a new environment and you take place in new surroundings and new welcoming communities and stuff like that, it's an awesome feeling, guys. Truly, truth be told, it is an awesome feeling. It's so good to come here and be around people who are like myself, converse with people who are like myself, and people who are really awesome. Now, I said good things, but let's be honest, there are some badass foreigners here. Some of them are black too. I've come across a couple of brothers who try to swindle me. That was a long time ago, not on this trip, but back in the day. I told you a story, but if you guys don't remember it, I'll run through it real quick. Came across an African-American guy, tried to borrow money from my pops. Big mistake he could have ever made. My dad don't give money to nobody. But it was funny because he tried to play it like we were cool. You know how you try to like say, yeah man, one brother to another and all of that shit, trying to be cool and shit. Yeah, basically before the end of the conversation, he tried to get 15K out of my pops. That's about 15,000 pesos, about $300 out of my dad. Dad said, nah, it's not happening. I ain't got it like that. He try to be friends with you, try to be cool with you, try to hang out with you and shit like that. And you gonna come across hustlers, man. Come on. Don't matter if they're black or not. You'll get hustled. I'm not saying only black people hustle. Duh. White people could try to hustle you. Filipinos could try to hustle you. Anybody could try to hustle you. But I'm saying not everybody you meet that is the same race as your own in a foreign country is gonna be of the best kind of people that you want to meet in the foreign country, even though they are from your ethnic background. But I can't front, man. Being here is awesome. It is. I tell people all the time, and I say this tongue-in-cheek, but I say it to be real. If you are black and you are even remotely compared to an athlete, even remotely compared to a singer, a dancer, anything like that, milk it. Milk it until I say milk it as long as you can. If somebody say you look like Usher, Chris Brown, fucking Jason Derulo, because these are people that have been in the country. They like to compare you to sometimes to people that have actually visited the Philippines. If you look like a LeBron James or a Michael Jordan or a Flo Rida or whatever it may be, just use it to your advantage. Why the fuck not? If you remind them of an athlete, or they be like, oh, LeBron James, or whoever the fuck you look like to them, use it to your advantage. Milk it. Enjoy it. Whoever you're compared to, use it. Why? Because at the end of the day, if that's what they gonna think I look like, I'm gonna go find me a LeBron James jersey, hypothetical. Nobody ever said I look like LeBron James, let's be real. But I would buy that jersey of the person they think I look like or whatever it may be, and I'd milk it to the day that I die. Why not? That is your way in. Smiling, being friendly. Because sometimes, black people, we got a reputation all over the world. Sometimes people look at us like we're scary, like we're the craziest people on earth because of shit that they've seen on TV, the gang activity that you see on TV and things of that nature. Sometimes social media does not portray African Americans in the best light. Sometimes they do not. But when you're here, everybody gets the benefit of the doubt as far as I'm concerned. Unless the Filipinos had a horrible experience with black guys and they just can't stand them, you'll pretty much have the benefit of the doubt in everybody's eyes, And it's an awesome place to be, man. You guys have no idea. Until you come here as a brother, until you come here as an African-American man, you just don't know how awesome it's going to be for you here. Now, I don't know how you guys feel about, dating Filipinos. A lot of you guys are definitely open-minded to it. Some of you guys are definitely interested in sticking to your own, which is perfectly fine. I say come here and enjoy just for a vacation. I say come by yourself. Let me note that. Make sure when you come on vacation, you're not with anybody, because I can almost guarantee some shit gonna happen or go down here that might ruin your relationship. Because it's the Philippines, baby. And this is a place where dreams come true for men of all colors and ethnic backgrounds. But I just wanted to let you know that it is awesome being black in the Philippines, man. You guys have no idea how awesome it is. Like I said, we got some bad apples everywhere that we go. But ultimately, overall, it is an awesome place to be. It is the place to be, if you ask me. And the reason that it is because the opportunities that exist for us, dating wise, the opportunity that exists for all men dating wise, but the opportunities that exist for us on so many different levels because of how strategically unique we are is amazing. See, and why do I say that we are unique? We look different. Yes, we are of a different skin pigmentation, but it's the TV didn't skip. That's just me fucking up. It's like this. Come across a man that looks like me who can speak perfect English. Now, you can come across some people who are from the European countries. Sometimes it may be difficult for a Filipino to understand. People from Japan, Korea, you know, sometimes that broken English is rough to try to deal with, you know. So dating someone who looks like us, and the fact that we do speak pretty good English and stuff like that, it makes it a little bit easier of a transition for Filipinos to get to know us as well. So aside from the fact that we do speak English, the Ebonics, you might need to cut back on that. Just a quick FYI, not everybody understands slang and Ebonics and stuff like that. So you might want to scale back on that and try to bring out the King's English when you speak. That'll definitely work to your benefit, I promise. So, you know, you definitely want to make sure you talk proper. You definitely want to make sure people can understand you. Make sure you articulate your words and stuff like that. But ultimately, this is paradise for us. This right here, grown man's Disneyland. I say that about Angeles City or Angeles City. I say that a lot about Angeles, but in general, the Philippines is the place to be. And a lot of people have their naysayer comments about the Philippines. Of course they will. They're supposed to. Nobody likes every area 100%. There's always going to be some upsides and some downsides. I'm not going to sit here and act like you may not deal with racist issues. That's stupid of me to believe that you're not going to deal with racist issues. But they're few and far between and limited. To be honest with you, I've said it time and time again, and I'll say it one more again just because I need to. The people who hate on you the most are the people who are just like you, or the people who come from where you come from. It is not common for the locals to hate on you or to be racist towards you. Not as common as it is about the people who come from the same part of the world as you, or who are foreigners just like you. Maybe not from your part of the world, but you know, who are absolutely foreign, no different than you are in the Philippines. They could pose some potential hated problems as well. But ultimately, I say it one more time because I feel that this is absolutely accurate and absolutely true. Being black in the Philippines is awesome. Do we have our issues here? Yeah, you got some things you got to deal with. But at the end of the day, I always feel that the good will always outweigh the bad. And that's where I'm going to leave it, ladies and gentlemen. With that being said, the good doc is officially out. At least nako paalam, which means I am going to bye-bye. As always, love you guys. Makita mabuhay. Peace.